Hey guys, Steven here. Man, it feels good out. It's actually 72 degrees, I think, in November. Figured I'd come out here, ride the bike around really quick. Then I kind of wanted to talk to y'all about something inside. So I'll get to that as well. So many leaves. Actually, if I'm gonna have the door up, I need to like blow that out. So I'm gonna blow that off and I'll pick it back up when I get the bike riding. All warm outside, but when I go back in here, it's all cold. This building's well insulated. And I still have no heat, but lately I haven't really been needing it since it's been nice out. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and blow this little concrete pad off so the leaves don't get in my garage, and I'm gonna ride the bike around a little bit. Kind of hard to film and ride at the same time, so don't attempt. Kind of having a little bit of an issue with my rear brakes, but as long as I still stop the bike, that's all that matters to me. That's what I had to do at real fast when I actually broke the bike. I had to ride it like a scooter. Oh. Oops, there we go. Over on the tiny homes property. Man, I got a lot of leaves. That's where it was gonna originally be, right there. I still have, like I said, I still have thoughts about doing that. I got a lot of thoughts in my head. We have property over there, and as well as the property out east. But this is a nice spot. I would like to still do like a little tiny home here. And I also have property that way as well, so I could build over there if I wanted to. Like I said, I got a lot of thoughts in my head. So I'll probably do a video about that at some point. But in the meantime, I'm gonna ride my bike around a little more and then go back inside. Alright guys, we're back inside now. I've got the bike put up, got the lock back on it and all that kind of stuff. I wanted to discuss a little further on the situation with the RV and why I haven't really been like focusing on it lately. It's kind of like been bugging me, so I figured filming this video would kind of help like get it off my chest. Anyways, those of you that have been watching my videos know that I have a 1977 GMC RV. I think it's a Royale model. As you may have seen it in like the background of clips of my videos like filmed in the garage. Quick little backstory, my grandpa's friend had actually bought it a few years back. I think like 2022, 2023. Which I'm not really even sure if he ever like used it. I think it just sat in his yard most of the time. Now fast forward to 2023, I decided to actually get one of my own, which I was actually looking on getting like a Palm Beach model of the RV. My grandpa had decided he wanted one as well, because he actually had an old Eleganza, but sold his like years ago. Okay, crap, I can't get the pages off. Okay, there we go. Anyways, we started looking like online for some coaches that were for sale. However, didn't really have much available at the times. And the ones that were available were like rundown and non-running. I remember one day we actually found a decent one. I think it was actually a Royale as well. Similar to ours. Still non-running, and it was in Chicago. We considered buying it. I wasn't around for this next part, but my grandpa had told his friend about him like running down to Chicago and looking at the non-running coach. Which my grandpa's friend had kind of talked him out of it. In case of like the listing was a scam. And actually offered to trade him the RV for a Mustang my grandpa had. I mean, the RV then sat in my grandpa's building for the first year. Mainly, we just never really had the time to like work on it. I was busy with work because we had been hit by a tornado a few years back, and we were working in a different building trying to get like all caught up. And like whenever I was available, he wasn't. Whenever he was available, I wasn't. In July of 2024, we moved the RV over to here. And actually did start taking apart the dash area to get a new speedometer to go in. But we haven't done any of that, I'll be honest with y'all. And we left the RV sitting in there. I couldn't even park my truck out there. That's how bad it was. The rest of 2024, we had like other stuff going on. Not RV related. I ended up getting moved back over to our main location because it was rebuilt. So I got busy with that as well. And not a whole lot was done to the RV in 2024. Anyways, back to this year. The coach gets brought back over here, only to sit there yet again. Plus, whenever we did work on it, we'd always keep like running into like issues. Plus, other stuff would keep getting sick. Or, hold on, sorry, getting off topic. Other stuff would keep popping up. My grandpa would get sick. I also had work to deal with, as well as had to deal with Punk's death in June and Abby's death in September, which I'm still healing from Abby's loss. It's been almost 2 months. In October, we got the RV moved back over to my grandpa's house. Attempted to try to start working on the dash again, but however, kept running into issues, which basically leads to now. I've also currently been busy with work, as well as now having this thought in my head, like, how often am I actually going to, like, use the RV? Because when I had my old camper, it mainly sat at my parents' house. Like, sometimes we'd spend the night in it while I was in the yard. I think that we only did that, like, twice. But whenever we did get it out, it wasn't much. Like, I've owned it from December 2013 to March 2021. I've counted a total of 8 times where we actually camped out in it. So it really made sense to sell it. I still really want to get into camping more, but to be honest, I feel like if I got like a camper van, maybe even just like a small camper, like I'd get to use it more often. Like I've had my heart set on a camper van for a little bit, so it's really possible I'll start looking for one soon. So I might do a video on that. Might be next year, I don't know. Or maybe a little camper, I don't know. I like those little scamp campers. I just think they're nice and compact and perfect size for me. I could like pull behind my truck or something. And I still have a lot of other stuff coming up as it is nearing the end of the year. I'll probably be busy with work as well as get a few more videos coming out before the 2025 year ends. So stay tuned for that. And for those that don't know about the RV, I do co-own it with my grandpa, but I wouldn't really mind like signing the title over to him and be like, hey, you can have it. I'm busy with other stuff. Another thing I'd like to mention is I'd really like to bring the dogs camping. The reason why we wouldn't really be able to do that with the GMC RV is because my grandpa wants to set it up a certain way, and he doesn't want the dogs, like, possibly tearing something up, which that I can understand. Because I know Kip will actually be destructive. Spock, a little bit. Pee-wee probably would be, too. And another thing, every time, like, I suggest, like, making, like, a change on the RV, my grandpa's like, oh, no, we're gonna do this. Do it how I want it set up. Like, hey, like, how's that right? Like, I don't know. Like, anyways, I would like to, I thought I'd throw that out there, but I would like to actually bring, like, one of the dogs along camping at some point. I know Spock does have, like, heart disease, and Kip is getting older as well. Pee-wee is too. I think he's, like, 10 this year. I mean, I would like to spend, like, more time with them before they passed. Like I said, it's been rough lately because of Pumpkin Abbey, so I'd like to really make great memories with Spock, Kip, and Pee-wee as well. Kind of felt like good to, like, just be real, be honest about, like, what's been going on with the RV and all. And why I don't really have the time to, like, use it lately. Plus, it's not really at my house either, so I can't just, like, get in and go. And plus I feel like if I got, like, a camper van or, like I said, maybe even a scamp camper, I can fit it in the garage easily. And when I'm ready to, like, get out in it and go, I can just get in and go. Plus, another thing I thought I'd add is, it's hard to find people to, like, work on those coaches. And it is a beautiful coach, like, don't get me wrong, but I'm the type that kind of, like, likes to do stuff on his own, you know what I mean? That's why I like solo traveling and all. I just thought of, like, you know, being out and about, like, on your own is just enjoyable. Like, I remember the first solo trip, like, actually being able to go to a different state, 2 different states by myself. It was just so thrilling. And yeah, just live life. Don't spend it all day, like, working and all. Anyways, I'm just going to go ahead and end off this video. It's going ahead and getting too long. Please be sure to subscribe. Be sure to leave a like on this video. And I'll probably be... I mean, I've already been looking at, like, camper vans on Marketplace and all. Like, I think might be the better way to go for me. So maybe next year I'll start actually doing, like, a video and start, like, searching for a camper van. Maybe even end up with some next year. I don't know. But yeah, I'll see y'all in the next one. I had already ended off this video, but I forgot to mention, y'all may have also seen this pop-up camper here. That's also not mine. That's actually my parents'. But I did partially own it temporarily. Already got more leaves blown in. So the pop-up it's not mine. I thought I'd also add that. Same with that Camaro. Another thing I thought I'd mention is, I would kind of like to get the automotive channel started back up again at some point. Maybe in a few years. I don't know. But yeah, that's the end of this video, so yeah. I'll get into that, like, further on.